Yo, we got to get into it. Yo, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, we have a double header tonight on Monday night to round out week 2 of the NFL season. Monday Night Football. Right now, I believe the Panthers are playing the New Orleans Saints, and a little bit later, our buddy Sidney Swinton's Pittsburgh Steelers are playing Mr. Towel Boy, Deshaun Watson. Yeah. So, let's look at that first game, man. The Panthers, the Saints. We know D-Carr is over with the Saints. They got the dub. The Panthers didn't look great in week 1. What you think? What you think about this one?
Well, currently the score is 3-3. We are just about to end the first quarter. And I guess that's an even thing for us to go ahead and say who we think, since the score is right now tied up in the first quarter. I'm going to go ahead and say the Saints, because the Saints got something brewing, Sean. I don't really know what it is, but the Saints definitely have something brewing. Derek Carr has brought some energy into that building. Yep. I think that they're on the verge. Like they are on the verge of being what they used to be. They have a team. They got a defense. They got an offense. Carr has brought some energy. I'm going for the Saints. What you doing?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and agree with you on that. I got to agree with you. We got to shout out our girl, Nicole Klachek, who's in the comments saying, let's go. I got Pollard and Howell, all my fantasy. I respect that. I like that. Yo, I love what Carr's doing. I'm right there with you. And you got, two-headed monster in the backfield. You got a defense that's a little bit restructured, but still working it out. But it's more so the Panthers, to me, they just look like they've been struggling. And it's
but
that first game didn't look good.
Sean, they got pieces.
But if the pieces haven't gelled yet,
Bryce
have they gelled? They put up 10 points against Atlanta. Now, I don't know how great we call in Atlanta. You know what I mean? But they didn't look that great. So we'll see what happens tonight. But I would love for it to be a shootout. But right now, I got the Saints, man. I think they can get that thing done.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. Both of us are going for the Saints. Let us know in the comments who you think is going to win the game between the Saints and the Carolina Panthers. We want to see what you guys think. Okay, birthday 22nd. All the birthdays is coming around. Let's go. Let's go. We love
wait a
to
minute.
Celebrate birthdays.
This is my guy, Will.
Oh, I wish my team could host the Jets and Zach would. So now we're not getting ready to say that they got a top-tier defense. Everybody knows that the Jets had a top-tier defense.
Oh,
Did we not still do what we needed to do offensively? 30 points, right? They didn't stop us. We shut them down. But we'll get into that. We will get into that. We got to get on to the next game, which is the Steelers and the Browns. Sean, I regretfully have to say, I think this Browns is going to get another one. I think the Browns have something cooking. I think that it's starting to gel together after game 1. I saw some positive things. I think the Browns could have, and then also I think the Steelers are just struggling. There's something wrong with the Steelers. They're not the same. If we're going off by week 1, and that's all we have an example of, golly, that looks like they gotta really start over. They look horrible.
They do. And seriously, on that defense, you thought TJ Watt, they got Minkah Fitzpatrick, they got these studs, man, these horses, they can really get it done. And they just have it. Patrick Peterson's on that defense, and he got scored on twice last week. So I don't know. Like you said, we've only seen that one sample size, but it did not look good. The offense struggled all game long. So I want to root for the Steelers. I want to shout out my guy, Sidney, and talk about Kenny Pickett and how they can get it done. But if they can't do more than what we saw last week, it's going to be a long year for them. And they started slow last year.
Long one. It's going to be a long one. Just a jump off from last year. Just continuing the same thing, giving the fans kind of hope because you can show up sometimes. I just think the Browns right now, just right now, I feel like from game 1, they showed us an example of them being able to hold it out through this year.
Yes.
Them being able to be one of those teams on the other side. So I just can't say that the Steelers have a chance in that one.
Yeah. This is a divisional game, so those are mostly those are going to be a little closer. I think it's going to be a little bit closer.
Are they normally closer when you play a divisional game? Are they normally? Is that what?
Listen. Sometimes teams have COVID, so they can't barely field a team. Okay, and then the other team wants to run up the score so they can talk trash. If we really want to talk about that, we can talk about the past and how teams ran up the score.
In the fourth quarter. We pulled them. Michael Parsons did not play in the fourth quarter.
We had a guy on when they were announcing the names. We had a guy that they didn't even know his name. We pulled him from 7-Eleven. Okay, come on, you beat that. Okay. Come on. If you want credit for that, then I get credit for Sam Howell beating you and whooping you before the playoffs.
Oh, here we go.
There it is.
Madness.
There it is.
With the madness. That was a fluke game. Nobody seen that 7-Eleven player. He just popped up out of nowhere. We had no game plan on him. But don't you worry. We got to have a sample size when we play him this year.
Can't wait.
Don't you worry.
Can't wait.
Don't you worry.
Can't wait.